to now we can see how we are going to generate keys and certificates using DataPower internal tool. Okay, we have internal DataPower cryptography tool where you can generate keys and certificates. Okay, now I'll show you how to create keys and public keys and private keys using a DataPower tool, and also I'm going to show you how we are going to enable SSL for XML, simple XML firewall service. Okay. Yeah, this is a welcome screen, like a control panel of the DataPower box. Okay, so if you come here left side, you can see one search box. Okay, here you can search a object called crypto tools. Okay, you can search for the crypto tools. If you click on crypto tools, just click on crypto tools. After giving a crypto tools, just click on crypto tools. So you can see one object here, the crypto tools, where you can create your public key and certificate. There are different options. Okay, so same thing as I explained, like certificate contains details of your like server details. Okay, so these are like optional things. So if you want to provide, you can also provide, otherwise you can leave it. So just you can leave some values here. So these are like optional fields. Okay, so it's not a mandatory give, but if you give, right, so it will says like it belongs to some particular organization, particular locality. So if you want to differentiate between different certificates, you can use this value. Thing is like common name, like whatever you're saving is a common name, which is a mandatory thing. Okay, so based on the common name only, we are going to create our certificate. Just you have to give some common name. So just I'm saying a demo. Okay, this common name is a demo. Just I'm saying the demo. So again, you can also state validity period for particular certificate. So you are generating some validity certificate. So you can also set your validity, like how much, like for how much time you want it to be valid for your certificate. Okay. You can also, like by default it's 365 days. If you want, you can also increase. And a password is like if you want to set some password kind of thing to your certificate also possible. So if you don't want, you can leave it. So there are like different options here. Keep as is. So just click on generate. Okay, it will ask you for the pop-up like generated key pair based on CSL. Just say confirm. Okay, now we can see generated a private key on the SSL and exported a copy of into this one. So you can see the action completed successfully message. So there is no error, which means that particular private key and public key got generated. So if you want to check, if you want to verify the same, just close this one. Okay, just search for the file management. Okay, file management, just open new tab. So just I'm checking whether like my certificate got created properly or not. For that I'm going to file management. Okay, so here you can see different folders here. So if you see first one, it is CERT, this specific folder for certificates. Okay, so all certificates like what you are generating by using a DataPower tool, cryptographic tool, automatically it's going to store into particular folder. So tomorrow, like if you are generating outside of the DataPower box also, so you are supposed to import that particular certificates inside a certificate such folder, because this folder, right, such folder is a secure, more secure. By default, DataPower encrypts the entire folder, and once you copy, like if you copy anything inside such folder, you cannot take out. Okay, so you cannot download these certificates again. So once you import into box, that's fine, and that's all. You cannot. So only thing you can do is you can delete that one, but you cannot take out from the DataPower box. So you can see that. So just now we created two things, like we use crypto tools by I given as a common name as demo. Okay, so by that name, like we created. So just we clicked on generate key, so it will create you two things. One is private key and a certificate. So DataPower will create .pem format. Okay, so if you want to see that particular certificate, right? See, these are the like details it contains. If you take any certificate, whatever we are given, so it contains algorithm, serial number, and version is by default. It will be version also. So issuer, like what we have provided, right? Country, state, locality, organization, CNA. So these are like default what we provided, and it also contain not before and not after. So it means like we set like validity as 365 days. Same thing, right? Today we generated 12/11/2014, and it's valid up to 11/01/2015. Okay, it contains algorithm and a bit length also. So these are like different, like this is like part of the certificate. If you see the certificate, so it contains this one. Okay, just now we'll create simple service. Okay, like how, and I will show you how to make use of with private key and public key. Okay, so we'll create simple XML firewall service. So I'll come to control panel. So just click on XML firewall. So now we'll try to implement one of the WS security implementation of DataPower, that is like SSL. So I'm going to create simple XML firewall service where you can implement SSL handshake command. So just click on add wizard. So click on next. I am creating one pass-through XML firewall service. So my idea is to implement only SSL. Okay, just I selected pass-through one. Give some name for your service. Okay, I'm saying like XML firewall SSL demo as a main service name. Just click on next. Okay, now I'm selecting as a backend type as a loopback proxy. Since I don't have any backend, so I'm selecting as a loopback proxy. So click on next. So you want to give some port number for your service, like which should be unique. Okay. So this I'm giving a port number 4286 as a port number for my XML firewall. So then I click on commit. Click on done. just you have to save configuration. Now we successfully like created simple XML firewall. Okay, so now we'll try to enable SSL for that particular service what we created. So just I'll come back to the service. So you can see the service over here, XML firewall SSL demo. So here request type, right? I'm going to change the request type to XML since I'm going to send some SOAP message to my service. So I'm going to change that particular request message type to my service. Okay, it's a simple pass to service. So it will take the message from the client and it's going to send back the same message back to the client. Okay, it's a simple firewall service, pass to firewall service. Okay, so if you see here, there is an option called reverse crypto profile. Okay, so reverse means the server. Okay, so XML firewall is going to act as a server. Okay, so if you like just we are given port number which is a HTTP port. Like if you want to make it as a HTTPS connection, okay, if you want to enable as a HTTPS, so just you have to add this crypto profile into your particular XML firewall. So just I'm going to add the new crypto profile to my service. So just click on create new. So I'm going to give some name here. It's a crypto profile, right? So I'll say CPP. Okay, so here two options, server credentials. Okay, so in the server credentials, so it's asking for the server private key. So where you can upload your private key. Okay, here you have to give your private key. So like just now we generated two things by using crypto tools, that is one is private key and the public key. Okay, so here you have to provide your private key, demo-privatekey.tel. So since we don't have any password, like while generating we didn't give any password, so we don't require to give any password here. Like if you have any password product certificate, okay, then you will be requiring giving this user password over here. Okay, this is like server private key. This is place for the server certificate. Okay, so here you have to provide server certificate. Okay, that's all simple. So we have given private key and certificate over here. Okay, so if you want like what we generate is a self-signed certificate. If you want to you can also generate like third party sign. You can generate your certificate and you can send it to third party sign that one. So that certificate, like in case of that certificate, you can upload that success certificate, CA certificate over here. Since like we are doing simple like self-signed authentication, so we don't require any these options. So you can leave as this. Okay. So now like yeah, come back and just click on apply. Okay, now we successfully enable SSL for particular XML firewall service. Okay, so click on apply. Save configuration. Okay, now we have one service. Okay, now we'll try to test this web service by using our SOAP UI. Okay, so we have port number is 4286, right? So we'll take this port number. I'll open my SOAP UI. So from using SOAP UI, you can test our services like what we developed just now. Okay, consider this a simple request. Okay, our port number is this IP is our DataPower IP. So Just I'm going to take IP of our DataPower box is this one. And now we are going to use the port number of service is 4286. See, this I'm going to invoke using HTTP only. We'll see what's going to happen. So I filed a request. Okay, now we got one error. See, if you see here down the like OPA, the error getting response java.net socket exception connection reset. Because like we enable HTTPS, but we are trying with HTTP. So in that case, like you're going to get this kind of error. So like let me change this to HTTPS protocol. So let me test again. Okay, I got same response back. Since I'm using a loopback proxy, so okay, I'm not doing anything. So I got same response back. So now I successfully enabled SSL for my simple XML firewall. Okay, so successfully enabled simple SSL proxy profile for my simple. Like that's how we are going to make use of this public key and private key in DataPower to implement SSL handling.